Hey everyone, this is John again, and since the last video that we spoke, I've actually changed my office background a little bit, painted the walls, and kind of changed the angle, so hopefully you're not too distracted by that. But for those of you that maybe forgot who I was since the last video, I am John. I am a HR professional that works in the outdoor adventure industry, but I'm also a college professor. And in my time of both teaching and working in HR, especially in a very like innovative industry worldwide, we've been using a lot of AI. And so I want to, in these videos kind of show you what I'm doing and how you can take, AI, but actually use it for human resources. In the last couple of videos, we've done two already. The first video, we talked about how to create a job description based off of an email from a supervisor. And that supervisor was Tony Stark, or actually he's the owner of the company, but he was reaching out saying we wanted a director of marketing role. So we went through the process and created a job description that way. Then we took that info in our second video and we made interview questions that you can actually use to ask the applicants or candidates when you're interviewing them to try to figure out who you want. Now, in this video, we're taking it to the next step. So Tony and the hiring committee has done a bunch of interviews and they've actually selected someone that they want to move forward with for the role. With that, we're going to dive into this and I'm going to show you how to go from, the initial communication from the hiring manager of, hey, we want to hire this person, to having a full job offer written out that you can share with someone. I'm actually going to show you two different methods in which you can put it together. So let's dive in on how to use AI to create an offer letter. This email right here on the left side of the screen, this is actually the email that I, as the HR manager at Stark Industries, received from Tony. So you can see where Tony's over here saying that he wants Natasha Romanoff for the director of marketing role, that she has, the skills of what they're looking for. She's creative, data-driven, and knows, doesn't need a lot of direction. And he also mentions that we want to start with offering her the role of $116,000 and ideally has a start date of November 12th. This is to show an example of what an email could look like coming from a hiring manager when they want to hire someone. Depending on the organization, there could be certain processes or kind of like approval processes on how that's done, or it may not be the owner of the company deciding how much someone gets paid, and it could actually be like a compensation department. The key thing is that you need to know who you're offering the job to, what the role is, the start date, and how much you're offering them. Now, what I would recommend is there's actually two ways of going about this, and we can either just put this info into ChatGPT and say, hey, we want to come up with an offer letter, or we could actually give them like a sample offer letter, or give ChatGPT a sample offer letter and say, we want you to put it in this format. So we're going to do both just so you can kind of compare and contrast what it looks like. So the first one is we're just going to put it in ChatGPT. And remember, AI is great, but it's all about the info that you put into it. So we're going to say, please put together a job offer letter for Natasha Romanoff for the director of marketing role at Stark Industries. Then, so this is kind of like the initial part. Then I'm going to say, here is a copy of the email from our owner with information related to her appointment, and I'm going to just copy and put this in here. So now ChatGPT has the info directly from the owner or the hiring manager that told us what we're wanting. Then I think what's also important for us to add is kind of what benefits that we offer. So I'm going to say, please make sure to mention the benefits that we offer to our staff, which include, and we're just going to say for this company that we're going to include medical, vision, and dental insurance. We're also going to include a 401k match up to 3% to 3%. We're going to say short-term disability, long-term disability, AD&D insurance, which is just kind of like a life insurance that organizations tend to offer. We'll just leave it at this. We'll say and 9 paid holidays. Actually, not 9 paid holidays. We'll give this person 15 PTO days. PTO, that's vacation, that's holidays. It's kind of, or not holidays, sorry. It's vacation, it's sick leave. So we'll say, we'll say 15 PTO days and 9 paid holidays. And so that's the benefits. So let's just say in here, this is everything we're giving AI. Oh, we also want to give her, let's just say, 1 week to respond. Please make sure that she knows to respond within 1 week. Please make sure that we want her to respond within 1 week. And we want there to be a section where she can sign to acknowledge that she accepts the role. All right, so we're just putting this in here, a lot of different information, but the key thing is that we're telling AI what we want it to do, right? We're not just fully trusting it to do everything. I'm giving it specific tasks that I want it to do. So now I'm going to hit go, and let's see what this comes up with. All right, so in here, it has, Dear Natasha, we are pleased to offer you this position. Oh, it's loading. So it's uploaded this. Yeah, so it has just a basic offer letter in here. If there's something specifically that you want to put in there, make sure to edit it accordingly. But it has all the necessary information, such as the pay rate, the start date, and so on. And then at the bottom, it has acknowledgement and acceptance. Now, what's really cool is that recently, I'm going to close that so it's back to the chat section. I'm going to get to actually make a downloadable document for me. In one of the newest versions of ChatGPT, you can actually ask it to make these documents for you, so that way you don't have to copy and paste. So let's just say, let's download this file right here. And it's saying not found. All right. We're going to just give it a minute. Hopefully this time it'll work, but if not, we do have it up here. We're going to allow that just because I want to see what it comes up with. We're going to open this document. Okay, so AI has now created this offer letter for me. Stark Industries, date, her name, address, city, state, zip. Then it has all the info right here. It includes what benefits would be offered. in it, and then it asks them to acknowledge down here. So, this is one method on how you do it where you are, putting a lot more faith into AI to actually create this for you. And it's not a bad document. Of course, you're going to want to take it and adjust it to make it your own, but it's a really good place to start. Now, I want to also show you kind of like a second way to be able to do this. And that is with using a template that you've come up with yourself. So for example, this is a offer letter template that I've come up with and that I've actually used at organizations, where it has their name, their address, the date, and it kind of fully explains the role, probationary period, different benefits that are offered. And it kind of helps keep a standard, because I think when you're making job offers to people, you want to make sure that there's a standard across your organization. So I have this as my standard, and down here it has the acknowledgement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just copy. We're going to go back to ChatGPT. We're going to start a new chat, and I'm going to say, please help me write a offer letter to Natasha. Here is an email with all the important information. And then I'm going to copy that email again from Tony. And then I'm going to say, please take this information and put it into this format. Make sure to keep all of the benefits information the same. The benefits information and standard verbiage the same. All right, so now I've done that, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take my template that I created. Did not use AI for this. I created this myself. And I'm going to put this template in there. And I'm going to ask it to create it for me. So now what it's doing is taking all of this information that I've put in, and it's creating this offer letter that matches the offer letter that I have over here. Awesome. And then I'm just going to say, once again, to please put this into a downloadable document. I'm going to say Word document. Word document for me. And we're going to let it do this. Oh, that was the issue. I needed to step out. Please put this. There we go. All right, so now the offer letter for Natasha Romanoff is right here. Once again, it says file not found, so I'm going to say please re-upload. We're just going to give it a second. All right, so now it's ready for download. It's starting to download. And I'm just going to put this one right over here. And then I'm going to pull up the other one right here. So we've successfully taken, an email from the hiring manager and, worked with ChatGPT, and we have created 2 different offer letters. So the offer letter on the left is one that's completely reliant on AI to come up with it, where we said these are our benefits that we're offering and this is what we want it to look like. And this is what it came up with on the left. On the right is where it took my template that I've used before, and it actually took all of the information and it put it in here. And so, you can do both ways. My recommendation is that if you're with a small company or working with a small company that doesn't necessarily have a standard format for a job offer, that's when you can use the left side, right? Because you're trying to create it from scratch. Now, if you're with a larger organization where you want to make sure that there's consistency in your job offer and the way that things are worded, I would use the method where you put the template into AI and ask it to send it back out to you with all of that information. So I hope that you've really enjoyed this video where I show you how to take artificial intelligence or AI to be able to create an offer letter, to be able to send to an applicant to make them an offer and hopefully get them working for your company. So it's really cool using AI in these areas. It's just kind of one area where we can use AI, and I know you're covering a lot of AI uses in HR in your class, but I hope you have enjoyed these videos with me where I've kind of shown you what I do. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or reach out to your instructor. They know how to get a hold of me. And it's been a pleasure for me to make them for you as well. So I hope you've enjoyed them. Thanks.